Coming up on Look Today, Steps for Strokes hosted its third annual walk and roll event. I've got details. And The Great Escape in Queensbury celebrates its opening day. More on that coming up. And this year's Raptor Fest saw its biggest audience ever. I've got those details. And it's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome, everyone. I'm Jay Hood Jackson, and this is Look Today. Tonight's program, I sit down with Rebecca Smith. She's the Health Systems Manager for the American Cancer Society. She's here to talk about the Relay for Life, a fundraising event happening May 21st in Queensbury. And I also sit down with Joe Dragoni. He's the superintendent of the Ballston Spa School District. He's here to talk about their recent achievements. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. In our lead story, the Steps for Strokes hosted its third annual walk and roll event to raise funds and awareness. The event brought survivors, caregivers, and other community members together to help raise awareness. Now, once every 40 seconds, someone in this country suffers from a stroke, and it's the fifth leading cause of death. Well, participants in the fundraiser walked all around downtown Glens Falls. We spoke to Michelle Randall. She's the executive director of Steps for Strokes.
Our event today is a fundraiser, our annual walk and roll, because we have people coming here in wheelchairs and walkers, people of all abilities. So this is where we gain the awareness, because May is Stroke Awareness Month, and that's our main focus, is we're making people realize that stroke happens. I'm a 5-year stroke survivor, and that's what led me to start Steps for Stroke.
Nice going, Michelle. In other news, the Great Escape Amusement Park in Queensbury opened on Saturday, and that's a week early than they usually open. The Great Escape partnered up with the Queensbury Elementary School for a Scholastic Book Drive. Students who brought in Scholastic-approved books received half-off admission. Now, the Grease Lightning, a new roller coaster, will open next Saturday, May 21st. And we were at the Great Escape, and we spoke to Rebecca Close.
Opening day of the Great Escape, so we're kicking off the 2016 season. Beautiful sunshine. We're open from 10 to 6 today and 10 to 6 tomorrow. And we've partnered with Queensbury Elementary School for a Scholastic Book Drive. So anybody who brings in a Scholastic approved book for ages K through 6, kindergarten through 6th grade, will receive half off admission at the Great Escape all weekend long.
Well, switching from news to weather. Quick sidebar here. I had a meeting today up in Blue Mountain Lake at 9 o'clock in the morning. I cleared North Creek, and guess what? Snow. Snow everywhere. Snow on cars, snow on, all over the ground. This is the middle of May. Well, temperatures down here were in the mid-40s. However, they're expected to get warmer tomorrow. Well, let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, we're going to head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. And back to the news. Well, the third annual Touch a Truck event was held at Glens Falls High School. The event featured a variety of vehicles, a race car, an ambulance, school bus, a police car, and different kinds of trucks. The event is designed to expose kids in a fun way to the different services that the city provides. Well, the event raised, check this out, $5,000. Well, the proceeds go to the Glens Falls High School as well as the World Awareness Children's Museum. Well, police officer Gerald Willett was at the event with his police car, and we spoke to him.
I think it means a lot to the kids. You know, like I said, it gives them the experience that they get to sit behind the wheel of the cars that they see on the road every day, and, you know, something that they don't get a chance to try out. And here's an event that they actually get to try out and sit behind the wheel and maybe see what, you know, the officer gets to see or the other people that drive the vehicles get to see.
In other news, well, after its move to the Washington County Fairgrounds this year, Raptor Fest saw its biggest audience. This year's fest included Master Falconer Jonathan Wood. You might remember we talked about him in our interview with him. Now, his entourage of birds included birds of prey native to every habitat on the planet. This extended from the Arctic tundra to the desert and woodlands of North America. Well, the overall attendance for the weekend was 3,000 people. Congratulations to everyone involved in that event. Up next, I sit down with Rebecca Smith. She's the Health Systems Manager for the American Cancer Society. She's here to talk about the Relay for Life, a fundraising event happening May 21st in Queensbury. Plus, I also sit down with Joe Dragoni. He's the superintendent of the Ballston Spa School District, and he's here to talk about their recent achievements. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000.